Review. The F1 movie is an insult to the sport. I've been watching Formula One since I was a child. I was born into an F1 family and have lived and breathed this sport for as long as I can remember. I've heard the excuse that this movie is for new fans. But that is total rubbish. A bad movie with a nonsensical plot is a bad movie, regardless of the target audience. If you care about F1 or even just coherent storytelling, stay far away from this disaster. Inconsistency in a masterclass. For a film that prides itself on being the most authentic racing movie ever, the technical errors are glaring. The liveries change mid-scene, especially the Ferrari, which magically teleports from behind a car to miles ahead in Abu Dhabi without explanation. The geography is just as messy. They'll be racing in Italy or Vegas one second, and suddenly they are driving through the Ardennes in Belgium. The absurdity of Sonny Hayes. The entire premise is a joke. The idea that Sonny Hayes would be an F1 driver in a million years is laughable. In what reality do 8 different drivers reject an F1 seat? But the worst part is Hayes' driving style. The man commits what can only be described as war crimes on the track. He intentionally causes multiple massive incidents to help his team actions that would result in an immediate disqualification and a multi-race ban in the real world. I watched this with mates and we couldn't stop laughing at the sheer stupidity of the racing logic. Authenticity that falls flat. The movie tries so hard to be authentic that it becomes uncanny. Hearing legends like Martin Brundle and Crofty was painful. Their commentary sounded incredibly flat and forced. Even the dramification of the rules makes no sense. A normie might gasp when a car crashes with 5 laps to go, but anyone with a brain will be asking why the race was red flagged when there was 0 barrier damage. Final verdict: 0 tenths. The representation is equally poor, falling back on tired tropes like the female lead only being there to make mistakes or sleep with a driver. If you want a real racing film, go watch Rush. It manages to be authentic while maintaining drama that isn't complete garbage. I am genuinely relieved I didn't pay to see this in a cinema. I would have been escorted out for laughing at the emotional climaxes. This isn't a love letter to F1, it's a cheap, poorly researched caricatures. Comments. It was just an excuse to film some high-tech fast cars. They didn't even try to have a plot. The dialogue was written by a 5th grader and the exposition with the announcer yelling every little detail so a child could follow along was atrocious. Oh no, Hayes is having trouble.